Today, we're talking about 9 wrestlers WWE has absolutely no plans to ever bring back. These are names who burned bridges, became too controversial, or simply failed when given multiple chances. Some of them still dream of returning, but the truth is, WWE has shut the door completely. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Let's dive right in.
Number 9. Eva Marie. Eva Marie's WWE journey is the definition of wasted opportunities. From the moment she debuted in 2013, WWE tried to push her as a star. She trained in NXT, worked with veterans like Natalya, and was even protected with special entrances and storylines. Yet, when it came time to perform in the ring, she simply couldn't deliver. Fans quickly turned on her, labeling her one of the worst wrestlers the company had ever seen. Even after WWE brought her back for a second run during the pandemic era, it was the same story. No improvement, no fan support, and another failed experiment. Eva still teases a comeback every now and then, but WWE has made it clear with their silence, she's not coming back. Number 8. Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger had the size, the look, and even a world title reign. But despite all that, fans never truly bought into him as a top star. His world title run is often remembered as one of the weakest in WWE history. After his WWE exit, Swagger reinvented himself as Jake Hager in AEW. And while there were rumors of him possibly returning to WWE after leaving AEW, nothing serious ever came of it. Even Zeb Coulter, his old manager, pushed for a reunion, but WWE didn't bite. The reality is simple, there's no fan demand, and WWE has plenty of talent who connect with the audience better. For Swagger, that door is firmly closed. Number 7. Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore had everything it takes to be a star on the mic. He was charismatic, he was entertaining, and fans loved chanting along with his promos. But behind the scenes, he was a walking disaster. He rubbed people the wrong way backstage, to the point where Roman Reigns himself kicked him off the locker room bus. Combine that with his reckless behavior outside of WWE, and the company had no choice but to cut ties with him in 2018. Triple H later admitted publicly that there's no interest in bringing Enzo back. With most of the same stars he upset still in WWE today, his chances of returning are basically zero. Number 6. Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle is one of the saddest cases on this list. The guy had all the talent in the world, blending MMA legitimacy with a laid-back charisma that made fans love him. His team with Randy Orton, RK Bro, was one of the most popular acts in WWE. But behind the scenes, Riddle was constantly making headlines for the wrong reasons, from behavioral issues to multiple controversies. WWE cited behavior and budget cuts when they released him, and while Riddle has openly stated he'd love to come back, the company isn't interested. WWE likely sees him as too much of a risk, no matter how talented he is. And in the current era, they don't want to take chances on someone who could be another PR headache. Number 5. Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy was once seen as the next big thing in WWE. He had the look, the mic skills, and the Mr. Kennedy gimmick that made him stand out. He even won the Money in the Bank contract in 2007 and was lined up for a massive push. But injuries and bad timing derailed everything. In 2009, after allegedly dropping Randy Orton on his head, Kennedy was released. Many believe Orton used his influence backstage to make sure Kennedy was gone. Kennedy went on to have a successful run in TNA, winning world titles and proving he could carry a brand. But WWE never gave him another shot. Even in 2025, when Kennedy admitted his mistakes and said he wanted to return, WWE still showed no interest. That ship has sailed. Number 4. Ryback. If there's one wrestler who just can't stop talking about WWE, it's Ryback. Ever since his 2016 departure, he's been on social media constantly bashing the company, Vince McMahon, and even fellow wrestlers. Ryback has teased comebacks more times than fans can count, even running polls on Twitter, asking if people wanted him to return. The majority of fans told him to retire. Instead of moving on, Ryback doubled down, insisting the polls were rigged and running them again, only to get the same results. At this point, WWE doesn't want him, the fans don't want him, and even his obsession with forcing a comeback has become a running joke. Number 3. Velveteen Dream. At one time, Velveteen Dream was considered the future of WWE. His character work, charisma, and in-ring ability made him a fan favorite, and many believed he'd one day headline WrestleMania. Some even fantasy booked him against John Cena. But then came the allegations, accusations of sexual misconduct, his involvement in the Speaking Out movement, and multiple arrests for battery and drug possession destroyed his career. WWE had no choice but to release him. Since then, Dream has done himself no favors. He's demanded WWE apologize to him, further burning any bridge that might have been left. The truth is, WWE will never risk bringing him back. Number 2. Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder, now known as Matt Cardona, is one of the few names on this list who left WWE and managed to thrive. He became the King of the Indies, collected titles across multiple promotions, and built himself into a bigger star than he ever was in WWE. Despite that success, WWE hasn't called. Ryder himself admitted in interviews that he's reached out several times, updating them on his success, but the response has always been polite and professional, with no actual offer. It's surprising, especially since his wife Chelsea Green is doing well in WWE right now. But for whatever reason, WWE just isn't interested in Ryder's comeback. Number 1. Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley. Dean Ambrose was once one of WWE's biggest stars. As part of The Shield, he stood alongside Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and he even captured the WWE Championship. But behind the scenes, Ambrose hated the creative direction and how he was being used. When he left in 2019, he didn't hold back, openly bashing WWE's creative system and how stifling it was. He rebranded himself as Jon Moxley in AEW and instantly became one of the top stars there, winning multiple world championships. Fans often dream about him reuniting with Reigns and Rollins for one more Shield moment. But the reality? WWE doesn't want him back, and Moxley himself has no interest. The only way we'll see him in WWE again is for a Hall of Fame induction years down the road. And that's the list. 9 wrestlers WWE never wants back. From wasted potential to burned bridges, these names are almost guaranteed to stay out of WWE forever. Which one shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more daily wrestling videos.